I'm really happy the way we started, 1-0. We were really aggressive on the defensive end, and I thought Peyton was awesome getting us going. I thought that kind of took everybody's nerves down a little bit. I thought everybody, it's a natural first game. Everybody's excited. Everybody's a little bit, I don't want to say nervous, but just excited. And P getting a couple early baskets really calmed us down. We got a lot to work on, though. To me, the rebounding, not just what stands out on the stat sheet, but they got an earful from me when I called the timeout in the fourth, I think it was. It's just not our standard as far as on the glass. We got to be better on the glass. We've got size. We got athleticism. There's no way we're getting out-rebounded by that team. And so that our discipline with fouls, but again, first game, I expect there to be more of that. For us, knowing, and obviously the referees, they always call it a little bit tighter in the first couple games of the season. But no, I thought Peyton was wonderful. I thought we were all pretty good. I mean, Z's floor game was really good. I was really impressed with her. I'm glad she got going from three. She worked hard this summer from that. So there's a lot of highlights for me. I thought B-Mac coming in off the bench gave us some really good defensive minutes too. So overall, I'm pleased with the start. Obviously, a 30-point victory at home, I'll take every time I show up here. But yeah, I'm glad I made our team thank Kent State for giving us some real good stuff to work on here with the glass, especially.
I joked with the players when they came here. I knew you were going to talk about rebounding.
Absolutely.
The only thing on the stat sheet for you, but I think John said it was a program record for steals in a game. Obviously, the second or not the points off turnovers, the fast break points look really good.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about how you've adjusted your style? It's still smothering defense, but you're going for the steals and stuff is more than your older teams
sure
would say. We're going to make you take a bad shot and then run.
Yeah, and I still want to take a bad shot and run, but no, I think with every team you have, right, you let them grow with the personality they have. And, my first example of that, and I didn't know the history of it, but when I first got here, it was 07, 08, and Kenny was always a heavy offensive guy. And that team wasn't very offensive. We had Dawn Evans as a freshman and Tamara Young, who was a stud, but Jen Brown, Nina Ukta, Keisha Stokes, they weren't great scorers. And so I think watching him lean into us changing to be more of a defensive-oriented team, we were ranked in the nation that year in rebound margin. I think we got the trophy, #1 rebound margin. But he explaining that of hey, look, maybe we're not going to play 5 people that can score all the time. That's not this team, and his 07 team was like that. So I'm getting to my point here, Shane. But basically, I think Zakai and Bree have brought that to us, right? And I think their defensive level, you throw Ashanti Barnes in there, who's super athletic at the 4, and then Peyton's instincts are off the charts. Even though you wouldn't categorize her as a great defender, she's got great instincts. B-Mac added, what she get, 4 steals, right? And she's so long, man, in the post, any kind of entry pass, and we saw that a lot this summer. But it's good. I don't ever want, my gut still is I don't ever want to have to rely on steals, right? I want to rely on rotations, being in the right spot, right, and contesting, really hard contests. If you can get steals, always get them. But, right, I think is a little bit of that. That's my core still. But, no, am I going to tell Bree Robinson not to go for that? No, man, because I think she'll be one of the best when it's all said and done at that. And I'm hoping for her, Nikki Newman, Kayla Cooper-Williams category, I'm hoping she can get up there with a defensive player of the year type of thing, because I think she's earned that.
And along the same lines, as far as adjusting to the personnel, you said it was going to happen, but it's kind of a Coop stat line for Bree McLeod.
Yeah. I mean, even I'm trying to throw it to her late in the post, and she passed it out to Angela to get a 3. It's no, do it again. I want you to score a basket today. And I think she does too, and that's what we've got to get those two feeling good in the post, and that's just going to take a little bit of time. They're not Susha, right? And Susha, if Susha, what would they combine for? 1, 2, 4 points. If Susha had 4 points right now, we know how Susha would be feeling, right? So they're working. I think it was great that Grace got her feet wet. But I thought BMAC was wonderful today on the defensive end, on the glass, with asking for no reward, similar to how Coop used to be, right? Coop didn't ask for an offensive reward. She just wanted to work and lock people down, which was fun to watch.
We talked about defensively, players coming in here saying they felt like they were playing on a string. To come out the gates already having that kind of feeling, what does that say about where this defense is already at moving forward and just kind of being as a boost of confidence?
Yeah, I mean, and again, we still got work to do, but we are ahead of where we were last year with the defense, and part of that is we started with it this year. We had to get our butt whooped in a scrimmage last year to realize how much we needed it, and we got there, and I thought our defense was good against Kent State last year, but not this good. Forcing 25 turnovers, having them shoot 25%, pretty good effort. But no, I give a lot of credit. Nicole Razor, I mean, she's really, really helped me figure out different ways to teach defensively. And I've given her a lot of control in that. And so she deserves a lot of that credit. It wasn't my big brain idea. She keeps me coming back like, no, we're not moving. We got to do this better. And so she deserves a lot of credit for that.
You talked about Grace getting her feet wet. Grace and Delilah plus 38 in total today. What did you like from them? I know their numbers may not pop off on the stat sheet, but just the impact that they made.
Yeah, I'm so confident in both of them. And, anybody that's listened to me, of course, I've been singing Grace's praises for as long as anybody will listen to me. But Delilah's right there. And for her, she had a little minor injury. She's been out of practice. I didn't know if she was going to make a shot today, right? But she was okay. And I was trying to be conscious of how many minutes she was going to play. But I thought she looked good. And I believe in both of them. I think both of them are going to play significant minutes for us. And again, Grace getting her feet wet with some foul trouble, right? It's okay with me. And I told her that game's out of the way. And she just like, they both do really good things, very different things well. And Grace, as a post player, being able to run the floor, catch and finish how she does, I mean, it should be 6 points a game with some of the post players we're going to go against. And Delilah is so versatile that I feel like she can do anything, and she's going to figure out how she blends with Peyton and Bree and Z and Shanti, right? Where it's like, no, I don't have to be, I'm not the top scorer. I'm not trying to be the top scorer, but let me chip in here and give you 12, right? And a real quiet 12. So I'm pumped at both of them. Hopefully we got long-term deals with them. But yeah, I'm very excited about both of them.
So starting at home for this season, do you think that, and staying at home, do you think that has eased like the team in? Do you think that will continue?
I don't know. I hope so. And I wouldn't even, I don't know if I've ever coached a team that's had 5 straight home games to start a year. But I think it's good, and I think it can really build our confidence. I think if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the high majors do it that way. They're usually playing guarantee games. But no, we got some really good challenges. This was a great challenge. I can't believe the final score was the way it was. And Mason coming in here is a fantastic challenge. I mean, they're an NCAA tournament team. So, I think it's good. I think being in a comfortable environment will help. The crowd obviously helps, and their energy today was awesome. And so, we need all that, but it's been fun coming back. You got the band, you got cheer, you got everybody. This place is awesome. But I think that comfort level for them will help us progress.
Yeah, I guess to piggyback off that a little bit, obviously we know the tougher schedule that's getting ahead. Can you just talk a little bit about, did you see anything new out of your team tonight, or is it just something that you've kind of seen throughout practice? Or
No, I would say the steals. I would say that we're constantly talking about tempo, but I thought we were just really, really aggressive on the defensive end. And that, to me, you think you see, right? But, again, we haven't had great numbers, so I haven't been able to see, our team play our team. We're usually going against practice guys. And I don't always know how that translates to a game setting. So the steals were a surprise for me when I looked down and saw that.
Now that you've seen that, is this something that you'll start to preach more in practice, or?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I think it's timely, right? And I think the way we always say it is if you're going to go for a steal, you have to get it. Because if you don't get it, you're putting the 4 behind you at a disadvantage, right? So I'm gonna still preach that. If you can get it, get it. Go ahead. I'm not putting a harness on Bree Robinson.
Then just offensively, 26 fast break. I felt like this was a tempo. Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Is this the standard of what you're trying to look for how quick they're going?
Well, I think two things. Yes, that's what we want to do. And the second thing is, I give a lot of credit to Zakaya. She is responsible for that. It's all I preach to her. Like pregame, it's all I preach to her in practice. Like we have to get the tempo going. But at the same time, you add Bree, Peyton, Shanti. Like Shanti being a 4, getting a rebound and being able to go coast to coast is like, you don't find that every day. Obviously Peyton too. Peyton got out in the open court. I would love to play every game like we did this. Okay, other than the rebounding. But like I would love to play the tempo, have our defense, and it's not going to be that easy all the time. And that's what I told our team is like, fine, good, check. But like George Mason now knows. Like Kent State didn't know we were going to trap a ball screen. We didn't trap every ball screen, but George Mason will know now, right? And on and on and on. So like, yeah, yes, tempo that's how I want to play.